Please welcome your 2026 Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Isaac Gorindo to return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
From Mr. Irrelevant just 3 years ago to one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No, but he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play action now. Purdy. Dump off to his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
49er first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
On the counter, McCaffrey trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Purdy out of the gun on 3rd down. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
10 yards.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming. Well, if they keep this up, Brock, they might just keep us all guessing all game long if they're pulling out plays like that on this opening drive.
Yeah, I love a jet sweep on the opening drive because it stretches that defense horizontally, gets their eyes going east to west, and you know some vertical shots will be coming.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Purdy will sneak it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2. And the 49er first down. 1st and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Purdy throwing here.
Purdy's pass.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He's going to keep this one. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. They weren't particularly interested in disguising that call, Brock. The defense knew it was coming, and they make the stop.
Yeah, even against a prepared defense, you still expect to at least get a yard, get that surge, get that push. We've been so used to seeing it. That's a real tip of the cap to the defense to get that stop.
They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
He's brought down at his own
In truth, Kate,
4-yard line.
kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Hurts now from the gun. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's taken down right away at the 15-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. but that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he gets back to the line, but no more. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. Hurts looking to throw. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
17 yards.
Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They have another first and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Hurts setting up to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Hurts yet again. He completes it in traffic. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 7 yards on that pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup, gained about 8, second down.
Devontae Smith out of bounds at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have 1st and goal, Brock, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
A gain of 9.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Elliott connects there. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our studios in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we'll keep it brief because the scoring has been brief. Just 1 field goal as we play on 3-0. I was promised there'd be touchdowns, so let's find out if we could get one in the 3rd quarter. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Tank Bigsby here with the return.
The Eagles take over.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. It's a sneak, Hurts. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
On 1st down, Hurts. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Intended for
No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Making the call himself. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
On the scramble.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds.
The Niners take over 1st and
2nd drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st down, Purdy to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Back to the air on 2nd, Purdy. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
First down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And the 49er first down.
First and 10 from the 32. Purdy on the play action. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18. Looking to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Great run here. He's across the 35. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22.
A gain of 26
That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He was taken down.
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Hits him on the in route. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A motion to tight end left. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Purdy throwing here. Dumps it off to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw it. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, It really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
Niners 7, Eagles 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Bigsby with the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
On the play. And an Eagles first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles needing 4 points. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hurts now from the gun. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target and really the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Here he is to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first.
That's good.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, a run with Barkley. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Complete over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. To throw. Pass complete to Goddard. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Intended for Dallas
That drop
Cowboys.
ruins the payoff to a well-designed play.
It's now second
It got a
and
man
10
open
at
and
the
beat the
30-yard
coverage.
line.
That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
The clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Still on his feet. And he's brought down after a short gain.
From the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Throwing now. He's going for it himself. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. He'll look to throw it. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. He's got it. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
10, 49ers 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe 2 final plays here.
35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. He'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And what a play. He scores. They get to the end zone on the final snap, and the huge moment wins them the game. For students of this incredible game, Brock, they'll know just how incredible a finish we all just witnessed. Very rarely does a game end on a walk-off touchdown, and even rarer does it happen on that type of home run play.
Yeah, these fans, they came here hoping for a good game, and they got a great one. They were all just treated to what you and I were treated to, one of the most memorable finishes we've ever called.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both?
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.